Hello and welcome to Verbling. Hi there, I'm teacher Oakley, and in today's Verbling class we are going to practice our English conversation skills by talking about work. We're going to focus on talking about work relationships and work conditions. Hopefully I'll be asking you questions that will allow you a chance to practice description and opinion type questions. Okay, that's it. Pretty straightforward class. Hello, Cornell. How's it going? Cornell, hello?
Yeah, here I
Hi.
am, but I had some problem with connection. Hi, okay, how are you?
Hi. I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm okay more or less because I am on a sick leave because I caught the flu. So
Oh, no.
I am at home till next
Oh, I see. Okay. So, all right. Well, I know that you have very recently started a new job, some new work, and here we are, conversation class about work.
Yeah,
Uh,
so it
how's it?
is horrible. Yeah, regarding my new job, it is horrible because I didn't get any training, so it is very difficult to implement the new duties and tasks. So I am looking
Ah,
for I am looking for another job at the moment. I will have two job interviews next week. One of them
oh,
is
really?
on Monday, and the other one is on Tuesday.
Okay, so they, to use a couple English idioms, they threw you in the deep end.
Yeah.
In other words, um, so the start of your job was sink or swim. Is another idiom we often use. So they use the sink or swim style of training. They just, uh, another way we say it, they threw you to the wolves. Uh, okay, no training. Yeah, that's tough. Wow. Okay, I'll ask. I want to talk to you more about it, but first I want to say hello to Pietro.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
Yes, yes. I'm okay. I just woke up and I'm feeling okay.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Uh, Pietro, do you drink coffee when you wake up? Tea?
No, I don't coffee at all. I drink only water.
Really?
Sometimes I drink green tea, but not so often.
Okay. Anyway, we're gonna have a conversation about work and work conditions and work relations. Are you currently working? Or
No, I gave up my work recently in
okay.
January, and
All right.
now I'm free. I'm free.
Okay. Are you going to be looking for other work?
Yeah, I'm going to looking for another work, but I will start look for work. Look, I will start looking for work in June
Okay.
or June, July.
All right. So you're taking some time off
Yes, yes.
in the interim, or in the meanwhile. Okay. In the interim. Okay. So for in the interim for a period of time. Okay. Interesting. All right. That's great. Well, I'll be talking to you more a little bit later as well. I want to also welcome Max to the class. Hello, Max.
Hello, Oakley. How's it going?
It's going. It's okay.
I'm okay too.
It's starting to get extremely hot here. Yay. Uh, yeah, so summer's on the way. So I don't know. I feel a little strange today. I'm either it's so hot outside. Oh, not used to it. Max, our class today is about work. Uh, Max, the company you work for, I know a little bit about. We've talked a little bit about your work. What I do not know is what size is the company that you work for? Can you describe it as
Mm.
far as size?
Size, do you mean huge, small,
Yeah, well,
or what?
yeah, now, okay, see, that's, I wanted
Size?
to
Size
size,
or size? Okay, I just
size.
heard like side.
Oh, size.
Okay. I was a bit confused. Size, it's small company. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think 10, 15 people. Yeah.
Okay, 10 or 15 employees.
Yeah.
Okay, now, I wanted to see how you would answer that, actually. It was a little bit of a trick question, a little bit. Because when people ask about the size of the company you work for, what Max said is perfectly acceptable and usually correct. Most people would answer by describing the number of employees. That's very normal. We can also talk about revenue. Oh, okay, the company I work for makes about does about $1 million in sales a year, like that. Or we can use more general terms. It's a small company, a mid-sized company, a large company, a large multinational company. That's a more general way to describe it. Okay. So it's a small company, about 20 employees. All right, that's definitely small. I'll come back to you. We've had another student join the class, so I would like to welcome Gloria. Hello, Gloria.
Hi,
Hi. Where are you from, Gloria?
I come from China.
Very good. Gloria, do you work or are you a student?
I'm a third year university student.
Very good. And what is your major? What job do you hope to have someday? Or what
My
field?
major is accounting, and I hope I can become a accountant.
Okay, very good. All right. And all right, have you now you're in I have actually Gloria, being in China, I've had a number of Chinese students. It's very, very rare, or maybe even unheard of, for students to have a part-time job. Now sometimes they do, and of course they do when they're doing they may do an internship. That's common, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Have you ever had a part-time job, or have you done an
no,
internship yet?
no,
Not yet.
yeah,
Okay. So, have you ever worked on a part-time job?
no,
No, not yet. Okay.
yeah,
So the exciting world of work is still to come.
yeah,
Okay. I'm asking because this is the topic of our class today. We're going to talk about work, work conditions, the atmosphere at work, work relationships with coworkers and employees and subordinates. Cornell, back to you. Unfortunately, things are not working out well at the new job, and I'm really sorry to hear that. That sucks. But uh,
My opinion is the same as yours. Yeah, so it is it was a joke, but it is very important. Sorry, it is really difficult to implement something without any training. So
yeah, that's
yeah,
kind of crazy.
and my workmates are not very kindly towards myself, so I haven't got any help from them. So I got some tasks, but I couldn't do it without training. So yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Okay.
my workplace is very huge. Name of my workplace is Sumitomo. Number of employees of Sumitomo is over 200,000
Oh,
uh, in global.
okay. So it's a multinational.
Yeah,
All
it's a
right.
multinational company. It is a Japanese company.
Okay. All right. All right. And your workmates or coworkers are not very kindly, or they're not very helpful. That's no good. What kind of that seems strange to me to start people off with no training. Have you ever experienced that before? That's just an
Yes.
odd thing.
Yeah. Mm, I had a similar and the same experience 7 years ago. The situation was the same as now. So, but unfortunately, I had a fixed term contract at the company, and after
Hmm.
expiring my fixed term contract, I could join my previous job, and it was okay with it. So,
Hmm.
training is crucial.
Yeah. Okay. I would agree with that. I would agree with that statement. Absolutely. Uh, what? So they're just throwing you in. They're asking you to do what? Kind of a project or something? Is it-
Yeah, I have to work on some project and sourcing new suppliers regarding
Ah,
commodities like metal and plastic. But
okay.
I have no any knowledge about flows and commodities and the daily routine. So and everything is totally new for me. Uh, there is a self-made ERP. It is it is a computer program at Sumitomo. It is Japanese, and it is not integrated one like SAP or Oracle. So SAP is a German ERP.
Uh-huh.
Oracle is a American one. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So, wow, kind of crazy. What's your boss like?
My boss is okay. It is very helpful, but my boss position is global purchasing manager, and he,
Uh-huh.
he has no any time to train me. So
I see.
he asked some colleagues to train me, but it is not enough for me. So according to my workmates, I should know everything within 3 weeks or 2 weeks. So it is impossible to implement the process and everything within 2 weeks. In my point of view, the new employees need at least 4 months to implement the new process project and everything for the company and work independently. So
Uh-huh.
it is my opinion, and I think it is a normal way for every company and for every new employee.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I'm kind of wondering why they do that with such little training, or I wonder if your colleagues are supposed to be helping you a lot more than they are. I wonder if they are. Sometimes, I've experienced it where you're in a company and okay, your colleagues or your coworkers will train you, but then they feel like there's some element of competition. So they have like zero motivation to train you because then you will compete with them. So that kind of training not very effective. In fact, they have motivation exactly the opposite. They're not going to train somebody. Nobody wants to train somebody to take over their position or to go into direct competition with. I'm curious if maybe that's the case. Is there some kind of competitive for money, for commissions, for advancement? Do you think there's a competitive element, Cornell?
Sorry?
Do you think there's a competitive element? Element.
What is the last word?
Element. Here, I'll write it. Competitive element. Is there a competitive element, a competitive aspect, competitive part? So your coworkers who are supposed to be kind of training you as they go, are you going to be in competition with them as far as, I don't know, commissions or bonuses or pay raises or advancement?
No.
No, that's not the case. Okay.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
All right, never mind. I've seen companies that ask people that, okay, train this person, but you're training somebody you're going to be competing against, especially like in sales for commissions and so forth, with maybe overlapping territories. And then you have, that gives nobody is motivated to train somebody that's going to compete with you. I was wondering if that was part of the problem, but I guess not. Anyway, let me move over to Piotr. Piotr, what kind of business are you in? I never have talked to you about this. What do you do?
Me? Now I'm unemployed, but before I began unemployed, I was working in United Kingdom. I'm from Poland, yes, and I was working in United Kingdom in a resort for tourists, and I made a decision that I wanna back to Poland for some time, and maybe I will go to Asia, and probably after my travel to Asia, I will back to United Kingdom.
Okay, want to go back to Poland. Okay. Okay, and now hang on a second. I somehow missed it with travel. What area are you involved in with your job? Somehow I missed that.
Yes, but I don't understand you, teacher. What do you mean?
Well, are you in hospitality and restaurants? Are you in
No.
education? Are you in manufacturing? What type of?
I was working in tourist resort for
Tourist?
something like that. Yes.
Tourist? What was the other word?
Resort, like
Tourist
hotel or
resort.
something like that.
Oh, resort.
Yes. Resort, sorry.
No, it's not a problem. It's a weird word in English because it's a noun, resort. Usually, resort has a noun and a verb. We resorted to criminal methods. Okay, I worked at a resort. Resort. It's a weird word. Every two-syllable English word, I don't know what, 98%. Two-syllable English word that can be a noun or a verb. Take suspect, for example. He is my suspect. I suspect him. I change the stress. When it's a noun, he is a suspect. Higher pitch, more emphasis on the first syllable. When I use it as a verb, I suspect him. So we change the stress, the primary stress, to the second syllable. This is normal in English. Resort is one of those weird words where we don't. We stress the second syllable whether it's a noun or a verb. Okay, so anyway, a little problem with your pronunciation, but also my understanding. I see. Okay, working at a tourist resort. So you enjoy travel?
Yes.
Talking about. Okay, where might you go in Asia, by the way?
I'm going to Thailand and Cambodia.
Okay, very nice. All right. You might want to hop on over and say hello. I'm in the Philippines currently.
Yeah, oh, okay, I can visit Philippines also.
A couple hour
Pro-
plane trip. Not
What are
far.
you doing? What are you doing in Philippine, teacher? Are you teaching English?
Well, here I am.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact. That's right. Yeah. Okay. I need to say hello to Samira, who has joined us. Hi, Samira. How
Hello,
are you?
teacher. Fine.
Great. Um, that's good. And Samira, I'm going to come back and talk to you in just a little bit. Okay.
Sure, sure. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me go back to Max. Max, I started out with you talking about the size of your company. Can you tell me a little description? Tell me a little bit about the atmosphere in your company. Is it really formal and uptight? Is it informal, very casual? How do people dress? What is the general feeling of the office? Things like that.
I think very informal atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and everyone is so friendly. I think, I guess, maybe some of them is two-faced. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, Cornell, it depends on the nationality of the company. Yeah, it absolutely does. How formal or informal things are run. Max, do you think most Russian companies are fairly informal?
Yeah, I think so. It's like recent trend. Small companies and informal. But in huge companies, I think atmosphere quite different. When
Yeah.
a lot of bosses and yeah, I know my boss very well. It's my old how can I say competitor on Stack. When I was an interpreter, it was my competitor in Stack, and after I quit, yeah, I start work on him.
Yeah. Start not. No, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
You started working for him.
For him. Okay.
That's very important. Phrasal verb. If you work on someone, for example. No. I can say I'm working on my wife. I want a new mountain bike, so I've been working on my wife for a couple weeks. Wow, don't you think I'm gaining weight? I really would be better if I had some more exercise. You know, I have worked extra hard this week. I can put away a couple of thousand pesos I can spend on something. I've been working on her, all right? Trying to convince her or persuade her to do something if you're working on someone, all right? So, anyway, yeah, okay.
It would be unjust to complain on my job. Complain on? Complain of? Complain about my job. I have, I don't know, very flexible schedule and I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. So can't complain.
And quite well paid. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Worked for somebody, complain about something, and I've done it already. I filled up the Verbling chat box with my notes. So Max, everybody else, I'm gonna switch over to the group chat box. And
we have to test.
What's that?
It doesn't work.
Yeah, never mind. No, there's no point testing it. Yeah, let's just use the Google Hangout chat box, the group chat box, because we're out of room on the Verbling chat box. Okay. Gloria, you have yet to start your working career. However, what do you envision? What do you think? What working conditions would you
Prefer?
want? Would you prefer? Yes, thank you.
I think it's really important to have a friendly work environment, and it's also important, like everyone is professional, and there's a clear policy that everyone can follow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Well, no, that's pretty good. You give me 2 or 3 good reasons. All right. Okay. When you're speaking in English, that's great to give me reasons. If you can, give me reasons. Tell me a reason and then tell me why. Why is it important, for example, to have clear rules in place in the workplace?
Like, you know how to follow the procedures, like how to communicate with other divisions. So you can work with other department to make sure that everything done before the deadline and something like that. Coordinate with each other well.
Okay. Very good. All right, that's good job. Your English is very good, Gloria, by the way. One small thing, other departments, you need an S, plural. Other cats, okay? Other cats, plural, from my neighborhood or in my yard. I saw some other sweaters in another store. We use another with one thing, and we use other with plural.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, we have another student in class with us, Smira. I mean, not only, obviously, we're all Verbling students, or you are, but she's also a student.
Mamo, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm a student in high school.
Yeah. Right. So, Samira, what is your... Here's an IELTS practice question for you, too, by the way. What is your dream job? What would be your dream job?
Well, you know, it's joke, but if I had $1 million, I wouldn't do anything. Like, it's well, no, not exactly. I would do some social work if I had it would be my dream job to help people, to help to immigrants as well, and yeah, but I really don't want to work in an office in a closed space. I'd like to be something like a freelancer. What was it?
Freelancer. Yeah.
Freelancer, and this is actually my dream job, to be a free man and a freelancer and to do what I like.
Freelance what?
Well, to help the people in their problems, to be something like a consultant, but never be connected with office.
What do you mean, like working for a GRO or something like that?
What is GRO?
I knew you were going to ask me that. And I just government registered organization. Anyway, basically they kind of do charitable acts. Government registered organization. They whatever, whether that's preventing teen pregnancy, combating drug addiction, cancer research, whatever.
Yeah.
These types of organizations.
Yeah, kind of. The best thing.
Yeah, okay. All right, interesting. but a freelancer, I don't know if you can do that as a freelancer. I don't know about that one.
Well, we
Cornell.
have to create new kind of job for me.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. I think that's the best job is a job that you create yourself. There you go.
Actually.
That works for me. Cornell, what's your dream job?
As I wrote it down,
Lottery winner.
winner.
Yeah.
Lottery winner would be my dream come true.
Professional lottery winner, like once a
professional
month.
lottery winner. Each country.
Yeah.
Each
That would be
country.
nice.
Yeah. Frankly, I wouldn't like to reduce the stress in the workplace because buyer position for buyer position a lot of stress regarding delivery date and everything. So
Yeah. Yeah. I want two dream jobs. I want to work 24 hours a day. I want to work as a beer taster in a brewery all day long, and then at night I want to be subject of a sleep experiment. So I want them to pay me to just sleep.
yeah, and in my point of view, you have a not a stressful work because you are a teacher and what is the stress what is the stress in your work? In my opinion, nothing.
Well, it does have its own version of stress, but
sorry, comparing it another jobs like buyer or doctor or something like that.
Yeah, I've had many jobs, some low stress and some high stress. So I think I'm a little qualified to say something about it. I've done some construction type jobs like house painting and well, a little bit in construction, electrician, and not I forget what it's called. Anyway, I've done a little jobs like that, very low stress, by the way.
Yeah.
Really, building is no stress. Teaching is a little more stress because I've got to deal with a lot of individuals and things happen, and really I have there's back end work, a lot of back end work to do, planning classes, researching classes, blah blah blah, and sometimes there's time crunches in order to get things scheduled. There are stresses, but it's low level. I agree with you. I also used to be a chef, and that was pretty high level stress, I'll tell you. People think of a chef, they just think of a guy casually. They see the guy on TV cooking one dish. Yeah, okay, multiply that times 500. Okay, now you've got to cook for 500 people, and it's all on you. And you've got to keep a balanced budget for $1 million, $2 million a year business. It can be stressful. Plus, you've got to create brand new products on a regular basis. It can be stressful. It's very stressful being a chef. I could never do it right now. I can't do it anymore. It's like being in sports. You can only be you can be an executive chef and sit in an office when you're 60 years old, but you can't be running around in a hot kitchen when you're 60. You just can't do it. Like playing professional basketball when you're 60. Forget it. Anyway, I agree. Teaching is not that stressful. I've done sales as well, which is highly stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like sales, really. I don't mind stress if the reward is right, but too much stress without the corresponding reward, not good. You know what I mean? Why kill yourself, give yourself a heart attack when you're not even making that much money? Let me ask Max the same question. What's your dream job? What would be the perfect job, Max? Max, are you there?
I'm here, sorry.
Okay.
Did you
What
ask me something?
I sure about 17 times.
Sorry.
I'm kidding. What would be your ultimate dream job? Perfect career.
Yeah. Nothing to do.
Nothing. Retirement.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I've never
Never thought about that?
thinking about it.
Oh, you should
No,
think about
it's.
it.
I
By the
like
way,
to create some kind of electronic device, and actually I have some, and I sell them by internet. But for that I don't have enough time for that. Yeah, and it's not. I don't earn a lot of money for that. It's like just for fun, just for the heck of it, and for my it appeals to me really, and maybe to have more time for that, and I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. All right. It would be nice to have more time to do that. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, you could just do what you want and try to make a little bit of money. If the money didn't matter, if you didn't need money, there's a lot of things a lot of us could do. Gloria? Gloria, how about you? What would be your ultimate dream job? Actress? President?
Oh no, I just want to work as a manager accountant for the Air Canada.
For what? Air Canada?
Yeah.
The airline?
Yeah.
Why do you single out Air Canada?
Because I'm starting at SFU, it's a university in Vancouver. So
okay.
yeah, that's why I would choose that company.
Interesting. Air Canada. Okay. So you're going to Canada when, or are you already there? When will you go to Canada?
I'm already started here.
Oh, you're in Vancouver now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. How's the weather in Vancouver?
Oh, it's raining all the time.
Yay, Vancouver! It's raining all the time. Yeah, okay. Pacific Northwest. It's like that. Okay. Oh, so you're there already. Interesting. Okay, cool. I want to talk a little bit about relationships with people. Now, all right, a couple of you are students, so I'll frame it for students. Gloria, have you ever had an argument or a difference of opinion with a professor?
Oh, it's always like.
Always. Oh, okay.
Sometimes, like for the business writing course, I have my own opinion about some structure or something like that, but my professor said no, it's not good, and I have to change that. So that happens often.
Okay. Have you ever argued with a professor? Have you ever tried to argue your position? No?
I just try to explain my opinion, but I won't go further because he will give me marks.
Well, there you go. What Cornell says. Okay. All right. So you're too concerned about your marks. Do you uh, okay. All right. Let me ask Cornell. Cornell, have you ever had a disagreement with a supervisor or boss or whatever you want to call them?
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. Actually, it is not. It is not avoiding because there are many tasks and duties in my work. So there is a different opinion how to solve the tasks and what is the proper way to to solve the problem. So
Mm-hmm.
it is normal and it is common. It is common in my workplace.
All right. And so how do you handle this situation?
So if I argue with my boss, I can present some figures to convince me regarding my opinion is true. So
Okay.
based on figures.
Okay. So you're going to come up with some facts.
Like a pivot table or graphs on something like that, or
Okay.
or analysis. So yeah.
All right. So facts and figures.
And after analyzing my presentation, like graphs, pivot table, or something like that, my boss, who was a CEO, chief executive officer of one of German automotive supplier, can decide what is the proper way.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Definitely.
But it depends on bosses. So one of bosses doesn't need any figures on facts, only
Oh.
comment, only comment, and for example, you can convince him or her regarding speeching or talking about the task and duties.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Especially actually, well, just altering your advice slightly. Yeah, not regarding really a difference of opinion or an argument, but more just if you're going to complain, I would agree with Cornell 100%. You should never complain unless you've got a solution, or unless you've got facts and figures. If you're going to argue something, don't argue unless you have data to back up your.
Yeah,
don't bother arguing unless you
yeah,
back it up.
yeah, and to sum up this topic, boss needs a proof that
Yeah, right.
yeah.
So, okay, if you're going to argue a point or an opinion, bring your data. I would agree with that. And I would just add, if you're going to complain about something, bring a solution. You're going to go talk to your boss and complain about a problem, you better bring a solution when you go. Don't just complain. It's not going to get you far.
Telling something to boss that it is not proper, it is not enough. So proof is crucial to have.
Yeah.
Facts
Yeah.
and figures. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Totally. Yeah. Samira, have you ever had a difference of opinion with one of your teachers?
Yeah, I did a lot of times, and well, I'm actually a person who changed. It's my 11th school in life, so every time when I have any troubles, I just change school.
You just changed school? You have an art? Okay, wait a minute. So this is why you want to be a freelance working for an NGO. I said GRO. NGO is what I meant to say. Yeah.
Okay.
I said it wrong. I think I said something else. I meant NGO. So wait a minute. When you start your career as an NGO, when you have an argument with your boss, you're just gonna get another job every time.
Well, yeah, I won't have another choice to do. But in my case, I just was so totally disagree with people with whom I was that I just always was how to say when no one wants you to beware, like a person, non grata person,
Oh.
you know.
Persona non grata.
Yes. So,
Okay.
yeah. So, but right now I just think that the best way is not to argue with anyone about anything. And if you think that most people are disagree, the opinion of most people isn't much with your own, you have to change the place because you are not at your home in a place with people with whom it's easy to work.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
Hi, cat. Meow. Yeah. Meow. The cat's having an argument with her boss, Samira. You don't feed me enough. What's wrong with you? Yeah. All right. Max, have you ever had a fight? What's the worst fight you ever had with a manager or a boss?
Nothing comes to mind. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I have, but it's not
minor.
Remind.
Yeah. Only once. I've had a fight with my boss that really ended horribly bad with me quitting, and a little pushing match. Got a little physical, but kind of funny. The same guy hired me back like 6 months later. Funny. Yeah, it happens. Okay. Let's see. Max, have you ever had to deal with a really difficult boss or crazy boss or rude boss? Have you ever had a bad boss?
Stupid boss.
Stupid. That may be the worst one. Yeah. It could be the worst. What's an example of his stupidity?
One of them.
One of the many. Yeah.
It's interesting when you try remind something of it. Nothing comes to mind, but I'm exactly know that he was stupid person. I don't know. I can't to give you example of his stupidity.
Stupidity. Okay.
Stupidity. Yeah.
I can't remember an example. Not remind an example. Can't remember an example. Specifically of his stupidity. Well, the fact is that actually a really bad boss, whether crazy or difficult or rude, usually they're crazy or difficult or rude because they're stupid. Frankly. There's not much you can do. One of my students, a private student of mine, he went to a job interview, and the guy interviewing him was the actual head of the company. He called my student fat and ugly, and said basically he really insulted him. And my student was very worried about. I really wanted that job. I'm like, why? You really want him for a boss every day? Saying, hey, you fat, ugly piece of bleep, come into my office. Get off your lazy bleep. Get in here. Get to work, you piece of bleep. Really? You want a lifetime of that? I think you're nuts. Are you crazy? I was like, you're glad you talked to him in the job interview, and you know he's a jerk. You know, great. Now you know you don't want to work there. Okay.
I've heard some story about one woman. She work in that company. I don't know which company exactly. For 5 years, but every 6 months he sent her resume. Sent to who advertise. How can I say that? Just for.
She sent her resume.
Yeah, she sent.
Okay.
Not in this company, another company. A lot of resume. Just to practice. And she go to the interview.
Interviews.
Yes, just I don't know, maybe have fun of them, of that. I don't know.
Oh, you never know. You never know if somebody's gonna hire you. Actually, that's not a terrible idea. First of all, to keep a resume on hand at all times, keep a soft copy, a hard copy, always is a very good idea. You never know. You just never know. And to continue to do job interviews, even though you're satisfied with your job, is not such a terrible idea. Really.
Yeah, she's ready to change job.
I've done it. I've gone to job interviews because somebody offered me a job, and even though I was perfectly happy where I was working, sure, why not? I'm just going to an interview. Why not? Let's see what they have to offer. Who knows? Maybe they'll double my salary. I don't know. You don't know. Check it out.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, it is. Why not? I had a terrible boss, and his business philosophy, I suppose, was toward in regards to his employees. His business philosophy was, look, if I assign them, I know they can do, and I expect 100% of the job to be done. So instead, I will double up their workload. I will tell them that I expect that everyone should be able to do 200% of what I know to be a complete workload. All right. His philosophy was all about if I double them up and put pressure on them, then maybe I can get 120%. That way, I can hire 5 employees instead of 6 employees. I can save money, put more money in my pocket. This was his philosophy. Cornell, what do you think of that philosophy? I will assign twice as much work as I know any human being can handle, because they will feel pressured and they will do more than what is normal.
Sorry, could you please repeat the question?
Sure. What do you think of that business philosophy? Management philosophy, I should say.
What is the last word? I don't know. Management.
Philosophy.
I don't know. Could you please write it down?
Sure. I'm saying philosophy, perhaps management, method, methodology, just the way he manages employees was to give them
management. Yeah, okay. Management philosophy towards what?
Towards his employees. So my example was exactly how he explained it to me.
Okay. What is the expectation from management?
Right. Knowing that you can get 100%. Okay. If it's a factory worker, you can make 100 toys in one day. but I'm going to tell you, you need to make 200 toys in one day if you want to keep your job. Of course, there's no way you can make 200 toys, and he knows that, and he only expects 100 toys. But he thinks if he tells you that you need 200 toys, that will increase your production, basically.
Yeah.
That's his philosophy. Lie to all the employees all the time about what he expects from them.
Okay, it would be a normal behavior and philosophy from management, but we have no any knowledge in the background information. So it is possible or not possible. So what is the normal production rate and range?
Right.
So
Okay.
we are talking about fiction because there is no there is no any figures.
Right, but I gave you figures. Let's imagine my figures are exact figures.
Yeah,
I know for a fact.
Yeah, it is only
correct.
okay. It is only immigration. So
okay.
My question is there enough capacity of machines to produce more and more products? So
no, he's not going to put money in products. This is only, we're only concerned with his. It doesn't matter if he puts in new products and he knows they can make 200, then he'll tell them I need 400. That's the idea. The whole idea is he will double whatever he conceives to be maximum output in order to keep his employees completely stressed out. It makes no difference what the other factors are. It's what he believes. The idea is his belief of production. He's going to lie to the employee and tell them he expects twice as much. That was his complete philosophy. Plus, I mean, this guy was he was a bad boss. Anyway, I can't work that for myself as an employee. I just say, okay, I'm going to feel frustrated. I will never reach target. No one will. No one reaches target ever in his company. And he yells at them for it, even though he knows the targets are impossible. And he screams at people, literally. Oh my gosh, the most horrible place I ever worked, really. Anyway, whatever. Hello, Samira?
I just want to ask, was it in a big city or in a small one? Like, because I think it's a practice in a big cities like New York City or Moscow, for example. It's really popular.
Yeah, I don't know about urban versus not. It was actually a very small company. He was an American boss, and there are some Americans who do this. I just think I obviously don't really agree with this way. It's a way to demotivate your staff, not motivate them. If they know they can't reach target, then who cares? Then they start, instead of producing 100 toys, they produce 70 and say, good enough. Fire me if you don't like it. Actually lowers production, in my opinion. Because they know they can't ever reach target, so it's pointless to try. So why put any effort in? That was my point in the whole thing. But anyway, talking about bad bosses, unlike Max, I can think of examples. So sorry about that. I took the last 5 minutes of class to rant and rave about my bad boss. Anyway, we're out of time now. Sorry about that. And but see you guys again soon, I hope. And have a great day, evening, whatever.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.